Made it through the day, made it through Friday. Good morning, happy Friday. It's always a whirlwind in the morning, but nobody was having a rough one. That's good. I wake up Jax briefly to bring in breakfast and say, make sure your alarm's set. And yeah, Jax sounded good today, so that's great. I am gonna go in and start my day. We have all three of our students. We do have a fourth one starting pretty soon. I think in 1 week is the final IEP meeting. So yeah, let's go do it.
Many hours later.
Hey friends, made it through the day, made it through Friday, and it was too crazy to take any videos. Some days I can and some days I cannot, but there are a lot of people in the room because we've got 4 adults. Anyway, went into work. We had 3 students and it went pretty well. Our nonverbal girly is starting to play more and interact more, both with us teachers and the fellow students, which is wonderful. She doesn't have the best social skills yet, but this is her first experience in school, and you don't know what you don't know. So we're gonna work on that, and it's so nice to see her interacting more. I'd say one of our biggest struggles is schedule, because if she doesn't want to do something, she just doesn't want to do it and gets upset about expectations, but we are slowly working on enforcing those. Can't just do it all at once. It's too traumatic. We're working on it gradually. Sorry, you get to pace around the room with me because I pace when I talk. But yeah, our morning went well, and then we did planning where we were getting all the art ready for the next week. We have to pre-cut things because only one of them can use scissors so far, and she'll go just start shredding, making confetti, but she does have a reasonably good scissor grip. It'll come with time. Right now we pre-cut, so we're getting all of our crafts started. I have a sneeze. I have a sneezing tooth, unless I'm sick and I'm just sneezing. But my planning's like 30 minutes, and now it seems like, unlike previous years, the morning teacher wants to use pretty much, no, the PM teacher, her PM assistant is supposed to help us in the morning, and it was always like they would be full on assisting until their planning and lunch. Just like that's what I do. I have 30-minute planning, 30-minute lunch, and then I'm just with PM. But they're saying they don't want to do that. They need as much time as possible to plan the whole morning, and we just pull her if we really need her. So we're like, okay, I guess we can do the same. I enjoy going out to the recess, which is directly after my lunch, and sometimes that's when the PM TA does her pumping. So I did the 30-minute planning. We didn't get everything done, and then I had lunch with Sebastian. Then I went out to the recess. It was also Sebastian's recess, and he starts at a little bit ahead of when I get out there. Teacher came to the gate with him, and he was crying and holding his side, and I guess he was playing soccer or kickball or something. And his bestie, I don't know if he got the ball into him or kicked him, but no hard feelings. They were just too close, and he got walloped. And so he said he didn't need to go to the nurse, but she was taking him in just for a breather and some water. And apparently he went back to playing and stuff. I did the recess and came back in, and then I went back to planning, which was weird. But they did have speech in there, so there was another adult during sensory time. And I was out yesterday and missed planning, so when I did join the class towards the end of the day, I was like, sorry, I was doing makeup planning. Not that they can complain, because that's the precedents they've set, and I'm fine with it. It's a little weird. I'm used to being with them always, but I will be with them if I don't have something to plan, and I won't always. My teacher is so on top of it. But yeah, I went back to planning. I finished cutting out things, and then we decided that one of our activities is going to be watercolors, which the kids love, but they just color, and it's beautiful colors. But we're going to use white crayon to draw something on theme. So it's our families. So I was making like a mommy and a daddy and a kid, or mom and two daughters, that kind of thing, and white crayon. So it's a little tricky. I was in the middle of that when our class phone rang for the second time today, and the second time all year, all in one day, which is really weird. We're like, what is it? It's like on top of a cabinet, like up here, so the kids don't get into it. We have an external phone, but this is like internal. The office calls you, office phone. And the PM teacher answered and said, oh, it's for you, Stephanie. I'm like, and it was, I was like, oh, it's probably the nurse about his injury. Like, maybe he went to her after all, because she likes to check in. But actually he had gone to her after finishing playing and then being back in class, and he started hyperventilating and saying he couldn't breathe. Sometimes his allergies do get to that point, and also if he's feeling stressed out, he'll complain about it. It just, I think, feels a little heavy in his chest, so I'm going to bring that up at the doctor. But I was like, okay, I'll calm down. I'm in planning anyway. So my teacher's like, say no more, family first, always. And I headed to the office where the nurse is. I miss the office. I really miss my mornings there. And even while I was there, they're like, we miss you. I'm like, I miss you too. Can I do both? But unfortunately, my kids are there. I could help out if I was the PM. But I went in, and the nurse had checked his temperature, which was all good. While I was there, she checked his pulse ox, so his oxygen was good. So she didn't really think anything was wrong. His side was looking good, and it wasn't even really hurting him as much anymore. And he was starting to be a little okay, but he was really teary. And I told her, yeah, there was something he was pretty upset about at lunch, and he was actually also upset that it was really loud. It brought tears to his eyes because everybody was screaming. But this was after I had told him that Danny was going out tonight, and so that meant Sebastian had to either go with Danny all night out or go in car line with me, and then we get home at like 4:20, and then he could play, because he was thinking he could play right away. And he was just upset about that, and I guess internalized it and was kind of freaking out. So I told the nurse it's probably a combo of him being upset and the injury. I was saying this with Sebastian right beside me. I'm like, right, buddy, does that sound right? And I was like, hey, how about, since you have to come with me, we'll get a nice drink or something and just have some chill. He's like, I want to go with you, actually. I updated Danny, and he said Yvonne had actually canceled their plans, so he could even wait till after Carline. He probably would be either way if Sebastian wanted to play right away, but Sebastian chose to go with me. And Danny was home, so he could have stayed home and played, but he chose to go with me. He wanted to get his favorite sandwich at the grocery store. So I was like, stop. I was like, do you need some water? Do you need to rest here? Stop. But he was like, no, it's good. I said, do you want me to walk you to your classroom? Do you want to ride home with me? He had decided to yes to those two. So I wrote him a green note, which is our transportation change, and walked into his classroom. His teacher at first was confused and thought I was taking him home right then and there. I was like, no. He just sent him to my room after school, and he can come home with me. And then his resource teacher, who's with him for the last, I think, hour of the day, most of the day he's got his TA, who works under her. She stepped out, and she's like, well, I have you. Every time she sees me. I think the only things were he wasn't eating his breakfast. He was buying school breakfast and then throwing most of it away. So according to the TA, she had passed that on. And so I've been going over all the breakfast choices. I'm like, do you like this? No, why are you buying it? They don't really have a lot of sides. It's just like juice or a piece of fruit or something. I'm like, it's only $2.50. But if you're going to throw it away, just don't get it. I'm happy to send you with some food. You can come in early with me and eat more if you're feeling too rushed. You'd have plenty of time to sit and eat a breakfast in my classroom. So that's a work in progress. Her other thing is he just needs so much writing support. And I'm like, I know. Well, if you have suggestions, I don't know what to do. I have to do the writing on the homework because at that point he's been in school all day and he cannot handle it. It's too much for him, and he gets overwhelmed even at school, she said. So all they can really do is just I think she's saying slowly release it to him. The responsibility, I'm assuming, is what she meant, of writing. Oh my God, just keep me updated. Thank you. And then I got back to my class, finished doing those drawings, and then hopped in to the afternoon class. And at that point, they were already eating their snack, which is the last thing they do. So I'm like, sorry. But they were totally fine with it since they had extra bodies, and it's all good. And then I just helped with cleanup and pack up and did walk to the bus with them. Yeah. The rest of the day has been, I got to sit, and then I finally opened the school toolkit, the staff toolkit, and I had so many links, so I was just reading all these schedules of all these different people and testing schedules, and it was just information. I just read it for over an hour, and then it was time for dinner. We went out because it's been requested for a long time, and now we're here, and my drink is probably making a sweat rain because I set it down thinking I'd go right up to my bath. But here I am talking to you 12 minutes later. This is orange strawberry fruit tea. It's half sweetness. You can't see it because it's under my finger, but I can't let go. It's half sweetness, but I feel like it's still too sweet, but it's fruit. I'm gonna bring up my cup of mostly ice because I love ice in the bath, and maybe the rest of my cake. Not the entire cake, it's a slice. And I'm gonna enjoy my bath. I love it. We are doing bedtime just 15 minutes later than usual. We do not do a late bedtime on Friday nights because we woke up early. And Sebastian always agrees. He's like, I'm tired. That's fine with me. So off I go before I run out of time. It's already 7:17. All right. So I'll just see you real quick for a night. I still hope one day to give you like more of a day in the life, but we'll just have to see how it goes. My week is looking cray-cray, and I'll just I'll tell you all the cray later. Bye. All right, bath is done. Jammies are on. Dog is up here. My head hurts a little bit from that lingering migraine. Stop. I've blathered on enough. We can chat another day about next week. So, good night, everyone. Stay safe. Be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.